Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Drea. Welcome to my channel. And if you are returning, thank you so much. Today, I'm going to be showing you the bags I sold and why. So if you would like to see, then please keep watching. So I just saw Cassie Thorpe post this video and it has been on my list to share with you guys the bags that I have sold. I've also had some bags stolen, but that's for another video. So I have been consistently buying designer handbags probably since 2018, and I've been selling bags since 2019. So I'm gonna give you guys all the tea on why these bags didn't work for me and why they had to go. So the first designer bag that I sold was my Alma PM. It was noir in the epi leather. It was a black bag with silver hardware. And if you know me, black bags with silver hardware are my favorite, but this bag was top handle only. And at the time I was fine with that. I just really wanted the bag. I thought it was so beautiful. The top handle after a while got to be very annoying. It was so hard to take that bag shopping. It was so hard to carry it all the time in the crook of your arm, in your hand. It was just so heavy. And I bought it with the intention that it was going to be an everyday bag, but the top handle, absolutely not. So now in 2025, I'm okay with top handle bags. Back then as an everyday bag, and even now an everyday top handle bag, not really work for me. And that bag also didn't hold its shape well. So if you are familiar with the shape of an Alma, it is flat on the bottom and kind of rounded at the top. So the bag was very misleading. It looked like you could carry way more in the bag than you actually could. If you wanted to overstuff that bag, you basically couldn't zip it. And then if you could zip it shut, it was all wonky, all zigzag. The top, it was a mess. So I sold it to Fashionphile. I lost a lot of money in the resale market for that bag, and that sucks, but you live and you learn that not all designer bags are in high demand. The next bag I sold was the Gucci fanny pack, and I love fanny packs. I love bum bags, waist bags, whatever you want to call them. I love fanny packs. I'm really disappointed that I didn't get the Louis Vuitton fanny pack, but now looking back, I don't think it would fit my style now, but back when it was new, I should have bought it. But I went with this Gucci fanny pack because back when I bought this, it was so popular. It was all over Instagram. It was such an it bag, and Gucci was having such a moment then. I bought this fanny pack just to go on trips, and that was when I realized that this bag was not it. Was at Universal Studios. I had went there, and the fanny pack was pretty big. I'm like 5'4", 5'5", and I'm like 130 pounds. So the more you overstuff that bag, the more flat it got and the more protruding it got. So wearing it as a waist bag, it just didn't look right. It just looked way too big, a little bit too masculine. It could have pulled off better as a shoulder bag as opposed to a bum bag. My sole purpose was to wear it as a waist bag, so it was just so uncomfortable to wear. I remember getting on a ride at Universal Studios and I had to take the fanny pack completely off and like hold it throughout the ride because the thing couldn't close. Like the little harness thing could not close on top of that fanny pack. Also, Gucci's colors are green and red, and that's not really my taste, which it's okay if it's yours. It's just not me. It doesn't really fit my style. So that was another thing. The strap to go around your waist was red and green, and then the writing on the front, I thought it was nude, but in certain lighting, it is like army green. And speaking of Gucci, the next two bags are also from Gucci. So they are both crossbody bags, and they were both nude. First one has the gold logo on the front, and the next bag is the Gucci disco bag, and that has the double G's sewn into the front. So these bags are both nude, but the leather is different and the color is slightly off. I didn't really like the shapes of these bags. I didn't really like the structure. I didn't like the big gaudy Gucci logo. They're also too small for my everyday essentials. I carried a big zippy wallet at the time, so it wouldn't fit in either one of those bags, and that was just inconvenient for me, so I did sell those. I also didn't like the zipper pulls on those bags. On the disco bag, it has like this huge tassel, and it's kind of ugly in my opinion. And then on the other bag, it has like these two strings that you pull, and it just kind of gave like a little bit cheap. So next I sold my Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the monogram canvas. It was actually the second designer bag that I ever bought, and I love that bag so much. I did not baby it. I used it for traveling. I used it as a school bag for college. I took it out in the rain, the snow, you name it. And back then I wasn't as educated on Louis Vuitton bags. Only owned the Speedy and the Neverfull. Those were my everyday bags, and I took them everywhere. I didn't know about the leather on the straps. I didn't know about patina. I knew nothing about the bags, just that I wanted them. So after years of carrying that bag, it just kind of got too dingy, and it also felt a little bit small. And once I upgraded to the GM Neverfull, I never grabbed that one. My MM also was the version before they started putting the little pouches inside, so I didn't really like that. I really wanted the pouch. So once I got the GM Neverfull, I just decided to sell my MM because I just wasn't using it. It was also a little bit too small for me. I don't know if I would ever repurchase the MM. It is such a great bag. A Neverfull truly is Neverfull, and so many people are over Neverfulls, but I will never sell mine. I will never sell my GM. I will keep my GM forever. So this next bag was really popular on my channel. I did a review, and I want to say that's one of my highest viewed videos, and it was on the YSL medium Lulu bag. This was a bag that I loved when I first saw it. I loved the black on black, the black bag with the black hardware. I just thought it was so sexy, so sleek, so different from anything I had seen at the time. It was expensive, but it wasn't as expensive as a Chanel bag. So I decided to go with that bag because I really loved it. It was a shoulder bag. It was adjustable. The straps would pull out, and you could adjust it to wear it crossbody or over your shoulder. So I ordered it online because in Michigan where I live, we didn't have a YSL store at the time. So I just ordered it online for my birthday. And when I got it, I loved it, you guys. It was one of my favorite bags. I wore it every single day. I loved it. The more that I used it, the more I realized it was not user-friendly for me. Every time I was wearing the bag and needed to open it while it was on me, you could not. It was so hard to access your items. You literally had to take the bag off every time and open it in front of you. And that was annoying for me. I hated how hard it was to get into the bag. I understand if it's like a safety thing, like being in big crowds, but if I need to get in there, I need to get in there. Why do I have to take it off? And also it had two compartments with a zipper compartment in the middle. So if you stuffed the first compartment, you wouldn't be able to fit anything in the back or in that zipper compartment. So just because it had two compartments that looked like they were big, you couldn't stuff both of them. You had to put one item in one and another item in another. So it was deceiving. It looked like it fit more than it did, and it did not. I had to sell that bag. It just was giving me too hard of a time, and I sold it to get my first Chanel purse. Still think that the YSL Lulu bag is beautiful. I love their bags. It just was not for me. I just hated how hard it was to get in there, and I hated the overstuffing. I also hated when you had to close it. It was hard for the snap closure to attach. It was magnetized, so it would magnetize, but it was like so hard to pull it down, and no. And since I didn't like the first Alma bag, I tried the Alma BB in the Damier Ebene print. I had bought that bag initially to be just a going out bag. So if I sold the Alma PM because I didn't like it, why would I buy the Alma BB? But I did, and I sold that one too. I bought that bag because I thought it was so cute, you guys. The Alma BB in the Damier Ebene print was so cute. I think the Alma BB in like the yellow, the pink, like all the fun colors, I think that bag is so cute, but it's just not for me. Again, with the shape is misleading. It looks like you can put a lot in there, but you cannot. The more you stack on top, you can stuff that bag, just make sure it's all on the bottom. Nothing is stacking up. I know the strap was removable, but I don't know if it was adjustable. So if it was not adjustable, then that's a red flag. I don't like crossbody bags that aren't adjustable. I feel like that just limits so many people, that limits the comfortability. I just feel like a crossbody bag that doesn't adjust is just a waste. Like, no. I didn't like how the straps alternate. So they hook onto one D-ring and then on the opposite diagonal side, they hook on the other D-ring. So it makes the bag kind of shift, and I could not stand that. And the last bag that I sold was this purple Chanel flat bag. This is a crossbody bag, but the strap is not adjustable. So it just basically was not for me. I wanted that bag with a different strap. I wanted it to kind of have the strap of a classic flap, the one where they adjust, but it did not. The strap was kind of uncomfortable. It was these kind of plasticky chains. The bag just didn't feel Chanel quality, if I'm being honest. Lavender, light purple is my favorite color, so I really wanted to add another purple bag to my collection. Kind of reminded me of a weekend bag, you know, a occasion bag, but it wasn't an everyday bag for it to be a crossbody that was not adjustable. So I did sell that to get my Coco handle, which I love my Coco handle. So those are all the bags that I have currently sold. I did sell them on Fashion File and also The RealReal, if you guys are wondering. I don't have seller's remorse on any of them. I really felt like I bought them, and then once I realized they weren't working for me, I just got rid of them and put the money towards something that I knew that I would love. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like this video, leave me a comment down below, share with your friends, and please subscribe. I'm hoping to get to 5,000 subscribers so we can do a giveaway, honey. Please, please, please subscribe so you won't miss out on any more videos from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.